Peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead. Looking to make a big splash here tonight. From 2K Sports to everyone out there, welcome and Happy New Year. Moments away, it'll be the Houston Rockets going up against the Dallas Mavericks. Hi everyone, I'm Brian Anderson alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Dylan Brooks.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
And now Dallas' starting group. We've got Caleb Barton. Spencer Dinwiddie is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Daniel Gafford, and it's Davis in at the 4 slot. And for the Rockets, Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. And it's Eason in at the small forward. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Şengün. Outside Eason. Launches it. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Now here's Irving. Dinwiddie outside. Now here's Davis. And then Davis slams it in!
Davis puts it down with authority. And this team is just going wild about it. Man, that was impressive.
Now here's Eason. Smith outside. Pass to Eason. Clock at 6. Green for 3. Connects from downtown.
Green getting very aggressive on the perimeter and really good concentration as he focused on his shot.
Dinwiddie against Green. Here's Irving. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Houston has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. It's Eason with the jam.
Van Vliet controls the pace for you and delivers the right pass at the right time with the right speed.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. And the point of emphasis in the game plan against Anthony Davis was to simply be more physical inside. Coach said we have to force him outside the paint and make him shoot those mid to long range shots. Sounds like they're willing to give up the outside shot to keep Davis from dominating the paint.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Tell you, it's so amazing to see how much raw talent Kyrie Irving has. Just seems like that ball is part of him.
And he drops it first. After years of finishing at the bottom of the West, things are looking up for the Rockets, Clark.
You know, B.A., they've done a really good job of drafting and developing players. That combination can allow you to move forward. And along with signing complementary veterans, that adds to the mix as well. And they've done a nice job. And they've got future draft capital, too. So the Rockets are certainly on the rise.
You know, Clark, watching Kyrie Irving, he still does things you just can't believe.
His ball handling ability is just remarkable, and his finishing ability surpasses his rush hour handles, and that's saying a ton. He can beat anybody off the dribble. He can make tough shots. He really is one of the elite scorers from the guard position in the history of the NBA. I don't think that's an overstatement. From the angles he finishes, the shots he can make, he's as elite as we've had in the league.
And Irving has got the ball here for Dallas. They trail by 1. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
Now here's Eason. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Martin finds Dinwiddie. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Here's Martin. Again, the miss by Dallas. The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. And it's Green missing.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Green against Dinwiddie. Gafford up top. No points yet. 6 to shoot. Here's Irving. Here's Martin. No good on the 3. Houston in the lead. Pass to Eason. Van Vliet scanning the floor. And it's Martin with the rebound. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Here's Irving. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. Houston has gone 1 of 4 from deep. A clear look for Green. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
Boy, defense non-existent there. But they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Davis from long range. It's rebounded by Şengün. Well, the Rockets shooting just 38% so far in this one. Green, the pass to Şengün. And here's Eason. He's guarded by Irving. Pulls up. That's good from Eason. On the assist by Smith.
Yeah, so good to see Smith passing the ball like this. Wanting to improve as a distributor in the NBA.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And as we head deeper into January, let's glance over the power rankings and see where we're at. You take a look at Cleveland. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, I think for Dallas, they can't seem to find their groove and move up the rankings. They flirted with some options, but so far, they keep getting the same results.
Green against Dinwiddie. Martin with a screen on Smith. Here's Davis. And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player capable of taking over on both ends.
And he makes a first. Approaching the midway point of the season now, Grant. How much do players want to be named an all-star?
You know, B.A., I'd say for the young guys and for guys in their twilight years too, it means a lot. But for the guys that have done it a few times before, you know, sometimes that weekend off is a nice reset button.
Both free throws good from Davis. Well, Clark, the first 9 years of his career, he played mostly power forward. But over the last 3, Anthony Davis playing a lot of center.
And I think his game has become more focused on staying in the paint, which is where he's dominant. He's added tons of strength over the years. He's using that to his advantage. He's always been one of the special players in the league, in my opinion. And he's still one of the top 15 guys in the league for sure.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Sacramento.
Look at how Şengün attacks the ball, doing all he can to reel it in.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Smith finds Şengün. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one. And the chess match continues.
7 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half.
Here's Davis. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Well, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Pass to Smith. Driving in. Şengün, no good.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Lets a floater go. And he gets the bucket. Davis has got his second bucket on the night.
Hey, this is a difficult shot for anybody, this floater, but with Davis and his size, even more difficult.
The Rockets trail. Van Vliet with it. Irving picks him up. Şengün with it. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Şengün's got his third basket on the night right there.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
And so it's Dallas with it. Outside Irving. Pass to Gafford. Back to Irving. Over to the left wing. Outside Davis. Irving with it. Over Van Vliet. Irving, no good. On the break. Van Vliet misses. Dinwiddie against Van Vliet. Shot from the top of the key. Doesn't go that time.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Here's Davis. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. They trail by 1. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
And you know, some games you're plagued by false starts and slow momentum. You could tell they were getting frustrated.
And you know what? Even though it was a frustrating night shooting the ball, they found a way to get it done and pulled it out. And a win's a win, and that ultimately is all that matters.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game. Brooks, he's checked in for Houston. Thompson comes in for Van Vliet. Thompson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Şengün. A 14-point game for him in the win against Miami.
And also impressive, his work on the glass. He was tenacious and relentless.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Davis with a screen on Thompson. Dinwiddie with it. And it's Şengün picking him up. Back to Dinwiddie. Just 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Davis misses. Houston has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Back to Thompson. Pass to Brooks. Here's Şengün. Smith left side. Here's the 3. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. And the Rockets lead by 2.
Yeah, looking so comfortable out there on the perimeter. Smith has really invested in getting this shot dialed in.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. So for Dallas, Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. Washington comes in for Martin. And Dante Exum subbed in for Dinwiddie. Dallas has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Now Exum. To the paint. Şengün with a steal. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, well, the Rockets got a lot more organized with Coach Ime Udoka and their veteran additions, including point guard Fred Van Vliet, who said it's just having that poise and presence to slow things down and get guys where they need to be. Rein it in, get some structure, and maximize these guys' potential. BA?
Allie, a great floor general. Thanks for that. Houston has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. You know, when you think about how the Mavs play defense, so much depends on how they defend the point of attack. They've got great rim protection and rotations, but if they aren't stopping penetration, it's tough.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Now here's Exum, defended by Thompson. Washington outside. Fires from deep. Thompson scanning the floor, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Smith. Houston making some changes. Adams comes in for Smith, and Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Green. Pass to Davis. And here's Thompson. Three-pointer. No good there. Thompson with some nice D. VanVleet with it. Coming off a 28-point game against Miami. A minute 53 left in the opening quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Adams a screen. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
You want to stop Adams when he rolls, but honestly, Steven is such a force. Sometimes you can't stop him.
And so it's Dallas with it. 4-point game. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
To the inside. Thompson with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Rockets by himself. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And man, does Thompson glide down the court with ease. Outstanding at finishing in transition.
Mavericks trail by 6. And here's Exum. No made baskets yet. Pass to Lively. Here's Thompson. Defended by Thompson. Lively passes to Exum. And here's Thompson for 3. Adams grabs the miss. The Rockets lead by 6. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively. And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now here's Exum. Thompson outside. On the wing, Davis. Defended by Şengün. Here's Exum. Again, the miss by Dallas.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Pass to Şengün. The 3-ball. And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul of the game. "12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Irving. Thompson outside. And so it's Houston up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. More 2K action in just a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Houston.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
Mavericks trail by 8. On the court right now for the Mavericks. They've got Najee Marshall, Kyrie Irving out there with Thompson. Then it's Washington, and it's Lively in at the center, locking down the middle.
You can tell Lively knows his position well, knows how to be efficient as the roll man.
And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Pass to Whitmore. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists tonight.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from the inside.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Now here's Irving. A 26-point game for him in the win against the Kings in Sacramento. Back to Thompson. Now Lively. Adams covering. Stolen by Van Vliet. And he's all alone.
Well, Van Vliet got going in this one and never let up. Sustained the momentum.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. And you know, Clark, Fred Van Vliet gives you a number of things. Leadership might be the most important.
It is certainly one of his great attributes, B.A., when you look at Fred Van Vliet. Not very big, not super athletic, but a winner. Tough-minded, and highly skilled. Doesn't make mistakes with the ball, gets other people's shots, and has proven to be a clutch and consistent quarterback at really high level.
Eason's checked in for Houston. Good on both. Clark, a lot of NBA pundits like to issue bold preseason predictions. I don't think you fall into that camp.
Yeah, I'm a little more measured in that regard, B.A. I like to base my predictions on stuff that's real, not stuff that might be real. But I understand the need to try to speculate and anticipate. But there's so much that's unforeseen and unpredictable that it really is difficult to make guarantees or predictions with any basis in fact until some games have been played.
Now here's Washington. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. The Rockets lead by 8. Brooks, the pass to Eason. The layup misses. Mavericks shooting poorly, just 30% so far. Irving with it. Now Thompson defending. And the ball out of play. The Rockets will have it. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Alperen Şengün.
And during the last 5 games, he's been a force on the boards, really throwing his body at rebounds and trying to grab as many as he can. And that kind of effort has been noticed by his coaches and teammates.
Van Vliet, the pass to Adams. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Very few miscues from this team tonight. They valued their possessions and hold the lead, partly because of it.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. About halfway through the season, let's take a look at the standings out west. Taking a look at the Rockets, they've put together the 6th best record in the conference. And checking out the Mavericks, they're currently in the 10th spot.
Well, right now for the Mavericks, they've had some terrific moments this season. But where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
Pass to Lively. Now here's Irving. Here's Marshall. There's the block. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Van Vliet finds Adams. Now Thompson. Back to Van Vliet. Shot clock at 6. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
Mavericks trail by 10. Now here's Thompson. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Kings in Sacramento. Clay busting it up inside.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Van Vliet against Irving. Inside. Here's Adams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Adams has got 6.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Irving. He has 6. Thompson outside. Lets it fly. Nice D from Thompson. And Brooks has got the ball here for the Rockets. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. The last time they came together was in Dallas, where they fell to the Mavericks.
It's just so difficult to win when you waste as many chances at the line as they did.
Yeah, and to come up short at the line is frustrating because that's controllable, and it's actually a free throw. So you feel like you leave loose change out there when you don't convert.
And Houston making a change here. Şengün's checked in. Gafford, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Dinwiddie comes in for Washington. Back to Gafford. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Irving. Dinwiddie outside. Dallas no good that time either. It's stolen by Lively. Outside for Irving. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Dylan Brooks.
Right there, Irving does a nice job of anticipating the contact, so he braces himself for it and then works through it.
Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Outside Eason, and looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Mavericks trail by 8. Pass to Lively. Second chance effort. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Thompson outside. To the middle. Here's Şengün. Thompson pulls it in. The Mavericks have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Pass to Irving. Dinwiddie with it. Gafford with a screen on Van Vliet. Here's Dinwiddie. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
Oh, man, he is so shrewd in screen and rolls. Dinwiddie is good at sizing up and analyzing the situation and then making the right decision at the right time.
The Rockets lead by 4. Now Şengün. He's got 6. It's stolen by Lively. And they're pushing it up. Here's Dinwiddie. Uses the glass on the layup. Dinwiddie's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Hey, props to Dinwiddie there. I mean, Spencer, the closer he gets to the rim, the more dangerous he is.
Brooks outside. Back to Van Vliet for 3. Out to Thompson. Outside Eason. 4-3. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Eason's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Already an intelligent playmaker, Thompson moves the ball well for a rookie.
Irving with it. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Gafford. Oh, deflected. Now here's Dinwiddie, defended by Thompson. 3 on the clock. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
They've been flawless at the line this quarter. They need to stay aggressive and keep drawing fouls. That'll help them chip away at the lead.
He misses the free throw. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Steven Adams checked in for Houston. Green comes in for Fred VanVleet. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Dallas. Martin comes in for Thompson. He hits the second from the line.
The versatility of Dinwiddie. Boy, he drives it, passes it, and he can shoulder the scoring load when you need him to.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Now looking at the 2K leaderboard, specifically which teams have created a lot of turnovers and cashed in on the other end during the last 10 games. Number 1, Houston.
They've turned up the heat defensively over this last stretch, trying to force more turnovers. That's been their game.
And Houston has possession. They've led by as much as 10. Eason, pass to Şengün. Eason, a screen on Davis. Here's Şengün, 5 to shoot. Outside, Green fires the 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
In the NBA, you let anyone shoot inside 5 feet, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage.
Here's Thompson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Miami.
And not just exerting himself scoring the ball, also showing energy on defense as evidenced by his 3 steals on the game.
And it's blocked by Davis.
Expert timing by Davis on the block. Right when the ball was at its apex, he got it.
And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. That's going to send Caleb Martin to the line. It's going to be on Amin Thompson. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And, guys, it's something that he's going to have to work on more and more because he's still not getting the kind of shooting percentage he would like from the line.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And that one drops, so now they lead by 1. The Rockets have gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. Green, the pass to Adams. Outside Eason. Dinwiddie against Thompson. Over Dinwiddie. Houston with another miss. And here's Dallas. They're on an 18-7 run. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Hallie.
Well, similarities in the games of Alperen Şengün and Nikola Jokic. A couple years back, Jokic suggested that Houston run their offense more through him, and they have. Jokic said that's going to benefit the whole organization. He wants to pass and play for the team. They'll move when the ball is in his hands. Brian?
Well, Jokic would know. Thanks, Allie. And it's the Rockets with the ball after the basket by Dallas. Here's Şengün. No good with the triple.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Pass to Davis. 6 to shoot. Here's Gafford. Shoots over Eason. And it's Gafford missing. Rockets trail by 3. Thompson passes to Şengün. Offline with a 3.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Dinwiddie against Green. Gafford with a screen on Green. And he lobs it up to the rim. Şengün with a steal. Thompson with it. Martin picks him up. Thompson, no good.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Thompson in the post. Defended by Eason. Oh, Anthony Davis reigns in the three.
After a cold first quarter, they've brought up their field goal percentage, trying to build out this lead right now.
Houston has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Good idea to call timeout. It looked like the guys were getting some heavy legs out there.
Houston making some changes. Smith, he's checked in for Adams. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Thompson. Here's Şengün. He has 6. Van Vliet, the pass to Şengün. Van Vliet up top. Checked by Davis. Pass to Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And the third pick in 2022. Jabari Smith Jr. He struggled at times in his rookie season. But Clark, he's making some major strides now.
You know, B.A., you've heard me and others say this, but every player runs their own race. Everybody's development journey is their own, to own and to run. Sometimes it just takes a little while longer for guys to adjust at this level. But I tell you one thing about that young man, the progress he made lets you know he's got what it takes to one day be an all-star in this league.
That's good from Smith.
You gotta like how energetic Jabari Smith is. A young guy who is fired up and ready to prove to the entire league just how good he can be.
Smith hits them both. The Mavericks lead by 4. And there's 1:38 left in the second. Thompson against Green. Thompson passes to Martin. Outside Davis. Launches a 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Love the readiness of AD. He's already prepared himself to shoot before receiving the ball.
And we've got 1:18 left in the first half. Smith outside. Pass to Green. Shoots over Dinwiddie. That one's good from Green. And the assist by Smith. Smith's got his 3rd assist of the night. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Martin with a screen on Smith. Davis finds Martin. Now Gafford. Thompson outside. For 3, Dinwiddie. Rockets with a rebound. Şengün's got rebound number 8 now. Smith passes to Şengün. Shoots over Davis. And Şengün gets it to go. And now just a 3-point Maverick lead.
Fellas, he just is struggling to get anything going. Right now, his shooting percentage in the quarter, 20%.
Pass to Thompson. Martin outside. Wing shot on the way. It doesn't go for him. Houston has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Right side Eason. And here's Van Vliet. And it's going to be a 3-second call. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Martin. Back to Dinwiddie. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Dallas on top, up by 3. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Welcome to halftime, folks. Before we talk about the game, let's check out who won Player of the Month in both the East and West. In the Eastern Conference, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
No surprise to see Giannis take home the award. It's almost a surprise when he doesn't win it. Very impressive. Lately, he's been at his very best, which for him is as good as it possibly gets.
Moving on, the Mavs find themselves in a battle. Close matchup so far.
You look at the numbers, they're getting to the line over and over. Love the determination.
We've seen it before. They can wear an opponent out. Doing it again tonight. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Welcome back, everybody. Happy New Year's to all of you as we continue our broadcast. A fantastic game from Anthony Davis in this one.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for the Mavs. 3-point lead. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Eason in at the three. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half.
Operating the pick and roll like a surgeon. What a sequence by Kyrie.
And Houston is shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Out left to the wing. Eason inside. He's against Martin. Pass to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. The fader. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got rebound number 8 now. Left side Davis. Back to Dinwiddie. Got a piece of it. Fades back. Davis finds Gafford. Dinwiddie with it. Green covering. Martin a screen. The baseline J. And it's Irving missing. Rockets trail by 5. Eason, pass to Van Vliet. Soft touch off the glass.
The defense gets physical inside, and guess what? The tenacious Fred Van Vliet ready for it.
Here's Dinwiddie. 7 points in the game. On the wing, Irving. Pass to Davis. Now here's Irving. There's the three. Fires in the triple. Irving's got 11 points.
Irving knows exactly when to let that shot go. He's a knockdown threat from deep for sure.
Here's Van Vliet. His numbers are solid, putting up around 18 points a game. Smith outside. Back to Van Vliet. Eason, pass to Green. Clock at 6. It's deflected.
Well, it's rare to see a block shot from a perimeter player like Dinwiddie, but good job that time.
And here's the upcoming schedule for the Houston Rockets. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Drew Holiday and the Boston Celtics. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And you know, for that matchup with the Grizzlies, that's one that could easily go either way. A few mistakes could be the difference. I expect it to be a fun one.
First one falls for him.
And every season, Dinwiddie just seems to get better, wanting to take on more and more responsibility. You have to appreciate his work ethic.
And he can't hit the second. Rockets trail by 7. And here's Green from the arc. And it's Martin with the rebound. Martin's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Dinwiddie. Outside Davis. And here's Gafford, defended by Şengün. Irving against Van Vliet for three. Dinwiddie. They get it back. Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And Şengün throw it down.
How about the bounceability of Şengün getting himself way up there?
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Let's have a look at the leaderboard now and see the toughest defensive teams in the league these past 10 games. In third, Houston.
The teams they've faced over the last 10 have to be wondering how long this brutal defense is going to last. There's no let-up in these teams. They play with tenacity throughout.
Dallas leading by 7. Here's Irving. 11 points in the game. Gafford with a screen on Van Vliet. Down low.
Blocked! Lots of athleticism for the long center. Şengün getting it done.
Irving, the pass to Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Smith. The Mavs get their last shot to go. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, pretty slick move by Smith. You got to have a strong handle to go up against NBA defenders.
And Irving has got the ball here for the Mavericks. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Pass to Martin. Eason with a steal. Back comes Houston in transition. Dinwiddie against Green. Now Şengün from outside the arc. Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
And Houston has possession after the basket by Dallas. Van Vliet, the pass to Eason. Green in the post. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Just 5 to shoot. Eason nails it from beyond the arc. Eason's got 10.
An underrated part of Green's game is the ability to see the floor and make his teammates better.
Gafford with a screen on Eason. Martin, the pass to Gafford.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Mavericks.
Well, picking all the low-hanging fruit. Defenses these days want to concede the mid-range, and they're happy to take it.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Gafford. Rockets trail by 8. Van Vliet outside. Smith with a screen on Irving. Here's Van Vliet. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Gafford with a screen on Van Vliet. Fires it from 18. Irving, no good. Houston has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. And it's Green missing. The Mavericks lead by 8. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Irving. Davis with a screen on Smith. Here's Gafford. Şengün with a steal. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. And it's hammered home by Green.
Terrific job by Green, utilizing that world-class speed to get out ahead of everybody else.
For Dallas, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Martin with the ball. The three. Rebounded by Green. Van Vliet against Irving. Pass to Green. Out to the wing. The three, Smith. Kept alive. Şengün. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Daniel Gafford picks one up.
Smart move by Şengün, sticking with his shot through the foul inside.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. First free throw is good. Since being selected in the 21 draft, Alperen Şengün has really improved.
Yeah, from 9 points per game as a rookie to over 20 in his third year, Şengün has averaged about 5 assists per game over a season. A huge number for a 6'11 post guy. He is so skilled.
Brooks, he's checked in for Eason.
Tell you what, Alperen Şengün is a big with the modern day game. He scores in bunches inside, but he also can pass it and shoot it from the perimeter, too.
Now here's Irving. 13 points in the game. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
After some misses in the first, he's making up for it now.
And he's made all of his 6 tries at the line in this one.
And something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or become alarmed about it.
Now here's Brooks. No points so far. Smith passes to Şengün. The kick out to Van Vliet. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün.
You can't play off of Van Vliet too much because he'll burn you off the catch and shoot.
And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Gafford finds Irving. Gafford with a screen on Van Vliet. Pass to Davis. Lets it go from deep. Oh, wow. Davis with a three-point answer.
And when it comes to the three, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Rockets trail by 7. Outside, Green. There's a screen. The three, stolen by Thompson. Green against Dinwiddie. Gafford passes to Irving. Dinwiddie against Green. Looking to get it going. It's hauled in by Houston. Green going at the D. Mavericks with a rebound. Davis has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. And there's the lob. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And here's Green from the arc. Houston gets it back. Smith outside. From outside, off the mark.
The way he's struggling this quarter, he's only adding to their troubles. They need his offense to come around.
Pass to Gafford. Here's Dinwiddie. Davis with a screen on Green. Here's Dinwiddie. 5 on the clock. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And here's Green from the arc. Oh, Green looking swift on the break.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
The Mavericks lead by 4. Irving finds Dinwiddie. Outside Davis. Thompson, a screen on Smith. Davis, the pass to Gafford. Now here's Irving over Van Vliet. Again, the miss by Dallas. There's the triple. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Davis has got 9 rebounds now. Irving, the pass to Dinwiddie. Irving looking around. Dinwiddie with a screen on Brooks. Irving with it. Checked by Brooks. Back to Dinwiddie. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Dinwiddie's got 11 points.
Shut out from beyond the arc in the first period. He finally drains one.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
You know, he recognized his players were fatigued and needed to catch their breath. Those guys were cooked out there.
Steven Adams checked in for Houston. Thompson comes in for Smith. Taking a look at defensive metrics, these are the guys who continue to block shots at a high rate. In the third spot, Anthony Davis.
And during this last month, he made a statement on the defensive end, just swatting away shots left and right.
Adams finds Green. Here's Adams, defended by Thompson. Adams, the pass to Thompson. Free throw line jumper, and he hits the jump shot. 6 points for him.
This is a good sign, a positive sign. Thompson wanting to keep getting better from the mid-range.
Pass to Christie. Back to Washington. Beyond the arc. That one is off. Rockets trail by 5. Here's Thompson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
6th in free throw percentage, and they are in the top 10 in steals. This is a team that will force turnovers if you're careless with the ball.
And you look at their rim protection overall, it's the quick rotation and help that separates them from some other teams. And the first one at the line is good.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Whitmore's checked in for the Rockets. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
The athletic ability of Amen Thompson is easily seen. The way he runs, he's fluid, and how physical he can get. Boy, that combination is potent.
Here's Christie. Left side Davis. 6 to shoot. Pass to Lively. Now Washington. Whitmore defending. Washington's shot is good.
That was silky smooth there by Washington. Only takes him a few seconds to lock and load.
To the paint. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is. Here's
Lively. After the Rockets picked up a basket a moment ago. Here's Thompson, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Amen Thompson.
Look at Thompson just tricking the defense there, getting them in the air before taking this shot. Good work.
These are his first free throws of the game.
I think it's been a struggle for him at the line. He's been scuffling this season. I mean, he's pretty well below the percentage that he shot a season ago, and not quite sure why.
And he knocks down the first one.
A taller guard with a quick trigger, Klay Thompson, is also an impressive perimeter defender and playmaker.
And Houston making a change here. Eason's checked in, and so he makes both from the line.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Pass to Adams. To the inside. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Houston shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. And the free throw, no good. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Christie passes to Davis. Washington, a screen on Adams. Back to Thompson. Thompson goes up. Rebound by Van Vliet. Fires for three. Counted from distance. And it's now just a 1-point Dallas lead.
What an incredible ankle breaker to help create space for a shot.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. Mavericks ahead, leading by 1. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter. Najee Marshall is out there with Derek Lively. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Washington in at the 3. Now here's Thompson. Şengün, the screen. Thompson passes to Şengün. Here's Eason. Good. And the assist goes to Şengün. And the Rockets lead by 2.
Good job by Şengün finding the open man. It's what great centers do.
Now here's Irving. And he's going for the lob. Şengün with a steal. Brooks with it. Now Thompson defending. The open shot by Thompson. The rebound by Klay Thompson.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now here's Irving. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Houston.
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
60 ticks off the clock here in the 4th. Here's Irving. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, Irving takes advantage of any mistakes defenders make, so you've got to recognize how crafty he is.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second one.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Thompson goes in. Pass to Shepherd. Inside. Here's Eason. It's Eason with the jam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And so it's Dallas with it. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. Marshall with the bucket.
You got to appreciate Kyrie Irving's court awareness. Outstanding. Finding open teammates.
The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Thompson against Thompson. It's tipped. It's stolen by Lively. Şengün with a steal. Thompson passes to Şengün. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Irving. Got a hand on it. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Three-pointer Brooks. And another miss by Houston. The Mavericks leading. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Marshall, defended by Eason. Pass to Lively. Second chance shot. And he banks in the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And Dallas making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Shepherd. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Dallas leading by 3. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Marshall. Here's Irving. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Houston. Up top, Şengün. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Good on the bucket. Shepherd's got his first points in this one.
Improving his assist numbers with that vision. Şengün coming into his own.
Here's Irving. Washington outside. Irving, a screen on Brooks. Here's Washington. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Savvy play that time on the part of Washington. Got his man in an awkward position and then drew the foul.
That free throw misses, and Houston will go for a different look here. Adams checked in for Alperen Şengün. Smith comes in for Brooks. Green's checked in for Thompson, and Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Shepherd. And he sinks the second.
And though he let one get away, he pushed this to a 2-possession lead.
Rockets trail by 5. Outside Eason. Pass to Adams. VanVleet against Irving. Here's Adams. And a great assist by VanVleet as that one goes. VanVleet's got his 9th assist of the game now. Dallas leading by 3. Now Irving. Lively with a screen on VanVleet. Washington left side. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Boy, he's a stretch four now with a dangerous outside shot. Washington loves letting that one fly from there.
Houston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Pass to Smith. Now here's Green. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Terrific work from Green inside.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Van Vliet against Irving. Washington outside. To the middle. Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, it's stolen by Eason. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. If you look at rebounding rate, Tari Eason is one of the best in the NBA, Clark.
Yeah, you think about rate, it basically looks at what percentage of rebounds do you get while you're on the floor. And Eason is prolific in terms of boards per minute, uses his 6'8" frame well, and he's gobbling up rebounds at well under 1 every 3 minutes. That's a lot of heavy lifting there, folks.
The first free throw is good.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Gafford, he's checked in for Dallas. Anthony Davis comes in for Marshall. They get the rebound. Outside for Irving. Inside. Shot clock at 5. Oh, it's stolen by Eason. Van Vliet left side. Smith outside. Stolen by Davis. Up again. Davis making the defense pay.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Outside Eason. Pass to Adams. Here's Smith. Tries again. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Good hustle right there. I love that effort. Just a little late in the act.
Houston making some changes. Alperen Şengün comes in for Adams. And it's Thompson in for Eason. And Dallas with a change here, too. Martin's checked in. The Mavericks have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Dinwiddie finds Irving. Outside for Davis. Pass to Gafford. Shot clock at 6. The 3 is up. Davis misses. For Houston, they've gone 6 for 11 here in the fourth quarter. The open shot, Van Vliet. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Now here's Irving. Down low. Here's Davis. Davis going to work in the paint.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Van Vliet with it. Smith outside. To the inside. Green. Oh! What a hammer!
Oh, man!
Some of these dunks he throws down are absolutely absurd. What an athlete Green is.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for Dallas. Pass to Davis. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Davis has got 6 in the quarter.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as you can take him.
Van Vliet misses. Dallas has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Gafford with a screen on Van Vliet. Here's Irving. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Green for three. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's for Dallas. They've gotten 7 to go out of 13 attempts during the fourth. And it's Irving missing. The Rockets have gotten 8 of 15 during the fourth quarter. Green for three. And it's Martin with the rebound. Martin's got rebound number 7 tonight. The Mavericks leading. Pass to Davis. Davis a screen. Now Gafford, 6 on the shot clock. Again the miss by the Mavericks. Here's Smith. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Davis has got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Here's Dinwiddie. And no good. Good D by Şengün. Here's Green. And it's blocked by Davis.
That's what happens when you challenge Davis. He can be so disruptive as a defender.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Oh, my. And that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
And Houston making a change here. Eason's checked in. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout. Clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Van Vliet, the pass to Eason. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Eason's got 13 points here in the second half alone. The Mavericks trailing. And here is Irving. Dinwiddie outside. Irving against Van Vliet. Dinwiddie passes to Gafford. Şengün with a steal. Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to Gafford. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Jalen Green.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And he's good on the second. Houston has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Van Vliet against Irving. Van Vliet misses. Dallas has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Irving against Van Vliet. Dinwiddie outside. 5 to shoot. From deep. Smith with the rebound.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy. He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes. Wanting to take on more of a leadership role, Dinwiddie delivering in critical moments. Big time.
That's exactly what this team needs right now, completing the and one.
Rockets trail by 3. A minute 9 left in the fourth quarter. And the basket by Van Vliet.
Van Vliet knows his team needs him to deliver much in the clutch. So all he does is dial up that intensity.
Here's Irving. Martin outside. Eason with a steal. And here they come. Here's Van Vliet. Cash.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for Dallas. Drives to the hoop. There's Davis with the three. Smith with the rebound. And it's Houston's ball. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Caleb Martin. That's his first foul. "35 seconds left in the final quarter.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
Now here's Irving. Davis, the pass to Irving. Clock at 6. Outside for Davis. And buries it from deep. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
A chance to tie it up here.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
Eight seconds left in the fourth quarter. Van Vliet finds Smith. Takes a three. Oh, it's good! He hit it!
The winner at the buzzer. It doesn't get any better.
Phenomenal finish. A three at the horn. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I guess really that's about the only way we could expect a game like this to close the curtain.
And so the big win by Houston in a tight game. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what. These are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.